As I gulp it down, I can't help but feel like I'm indulging in something that's mine and mine alone. It's like a personal ritual, one that brings me comfort and clarity at the same time. Each time I gulp, it feels like I'm letting go of something I didn't even know I was holding on to. It's a release, a moment of peace that washes over me, leaving me refreshed and ready to face whatever comes next. There's a calming effect every time it touches my lips. It's not just a drink, it's a way to settle my thoughts, to quiet the noise, and to just be in the moment. I can't explain why, but this feels like the one thing that truly satisfies me. It's not about the taste or the physical feeling. It's about the emotional connection I have with this act, this ritual. As I take another gulp, I feel the weight of the world ease off my shoulders. It's like a reminder that everything will be okay, that this moment is enough, and that I'm enough too. I never thought something so simple could bring so much comfort, but every gulp fills me with a sense of calm and reassurance that I didn't even know I needed until now. Each time I take another sip, it's like I'm reconnecting with something inside myself, something that feels both familiar and new. It's a feeling I can't get enough of, and I can't stop. I find myself coming back for more, not because I have to, but because each gulp brings me a step closer to a version of myself that I'm starting to understand. It's more than physical, it's emotional, and it's powerful. It's as if every gulp is a reminder of who I am, of where I've been, and where I'm going. There's something about this that brings clarity, like it's a signal from the universe telling me to keep moving forward. With every sip, I can feel my thoughts slow down, my worries fade away, and my body settle into a state of pure relaxation. It's like a reset button for my mind and soul. Each time I take another gulp, I feel more connected to myself, more grounded in the present. It's as if this act brings me closer to who I truly am, and I can't help but want to experience that again and again. There's a kind of magic in every sip, a kind of release that I didn't know I needed. It's not just the drink, it's the way it makes me feel, the way it clears my mind and centers me. I can't help but feel like I've stumbled upon something that was always meant for me. Every gulp fills a space inside me, a space I didn't even know was empty until now. The more I indulge, the more I realize how much I needed this. It's not just about the physical, it's the way it makes me feel alive, aware, and in tune with everything around me. I never realized how much I could need something until now. Each gulp is like a step forward, like I'm moving closer to something greater, something that only this can provide. It's strange how this simple act can bring me so much comfort. Every time I take a sip, it's like a small moment of peace that carries me through whatever comes next. There's a sense of freedom in this, like I'm allowing myself to fully experience something that's purely for me. It's a break from the noise, a chance to center myself, and I can't seem to stop. With every gulp, I feel the tension leave my body. It's like an invisible weight being lifted, replaced with a sense of calm that makes everything seem right again. It's not just about satisfying a physical need. It's about the way this act makes me feel, a kind of relief, a kind of connection to something deeper within myself that I can't quite explain. Every sip brings me closer to a state of peace, a kind of tranquility that I haven't felt in a long time. It's like this is the one thing that truly calms my mind and soul. The more I indulge, the more I realize how deeply satisfying this is, not just physically, but emotionally. It's like a reminder that sometimes the simplest things are the ones that make the biggest difference. Each time I gulp, I feel myself relax more deeply, like I'm shedding layers of stress and worry that I didn't even know I was holding on to. It's a beautiful release. I didn't expect something so simple to have such a profound effect on me. Each sip brings me back to myself, reminding me that it's okay to take a moment, to indulge, and to just feel. Every time I take another gulp, it feels like I'm stepping into a world where nothing else matters. It's just me and this moment, and it's all I need. There's a feeling of satisfaction with each sip, but it's more than just physical. It's like I'm nourishing something inside myself, something that's been longing for this for far too long. It's strange, but this moment feels like home. With every gulp, I feel more connected to my body, my mind, and my emotions. It's like this is exactly where I'm supposed to be right now. There's something about this moment, the way everything feels amplified, as if the world pauses just for me to savor this. It's more than just physical, it's a deep, almost spiritual craving that consumes me, and I can't stop. It's addictive in a way I never imagined, but it feels right, like it's exactly what I need in this moment. I find myself constantly returning, not because it's a choice, but because my mind and body are in sync, and this is where they want to be. It's not a mere desire, it's a need, a pull that is irresistible and all-consuming. It's strange how something so simple can take over every inch of my attention, bringing my focus to one single sensation. As I gulp it down, I realize it's not just the taste or the physical act, it's the emotions it stirs up, and I can't help but chase that feeling. Every sip brings a new wave of warmth, almost like an embrace from within. It's comforting and exciting at the same time, an ongoing dance between the familiar and the unknown. My mind constantly yearns for it, and the more I indulge, the more I crave. I can't explain it, but every time I take another sip, it feels like I'm reconnecting with a part of myself I didn't even know I was missing. There's a sense of fullness that's not just physical, it goes deeper, stirring something inside that demands attention. The sensation of it sliding down my throat is soothing yet thrilling. It's a bittersweet addiction where each gulp brings a mix of comfort and longing. My thoughts are scattered, but in this moment, it's like everything else fades away. It's as if with each gulp, my worries and anxieties are washed away, replaced by a sense of peace and anticipation. I'm not sure what this feeling is, but I can't get enough of it. There's something magnetic, something powerful that pulls me back every time. I can't stop because each sip ignites a different part of me, the way it feels, the way it tastes. Every detail sends a new ripple of sensation that makes me forget everything else. It's more than just satisfying a need. It's a full-on emotional experience. There's something almost magical about the way this thing works on me. With every gulp, I can feel my body reacting, my mind shifting into a different gear. It's as if the universe is telling me to indulge, to feel, to be present in this moment. I never expected this to be so consuming. It's not just the physical need, but something deeper. It's as if this is the only thing that can satisfy the deeper cravings inside me, cravings I didn't even know I had until now. Each gulp takes me further into myself, bringing me closer to a truth I didn't realize was there. It's not just about the act, it's about the transformation that happens with every sip. I can feel my emotions settling, my mind focusing, and my body relaxing. There's something intoxicating about it. How every gulp feels like it's feeding not just my body, but my soul. It's an addiction I didn't see coming, but now that it's here, I can't seem to let go. It's like I've found a secret that no one else knows about. With every sip, I'm unlocking something new, something that makes me feel alive, grounded, and at peace with who I am in this moment. The feeling that comes with it is indescribable. It's like taking a deep breath after holding it in for far too long. Every gulp makes everything else fade away, and I'm left with only this sensation, this overwhelming feeling of rightness. It's more than a simple indulgence, it's an experience, one that changes me with every sip. Each gulp is a reminder that I am living, that I am here, and that in this moment, this is exactly what I need. There's a sense of completeness that fills me as I take each gulp, like I'm adding something to my soul that I didn't even know was missing. It's strange, but I can't stop. It's like I'm chasing a part of myself that only this can provide. It's not about the physical satisfaction anymore. It's the way this makes me feel inside. With each gulp, I feel a wave of emotion flood over me, taking me deeper into a place I never thought I'd visit. But now that I'm here, I don't want to leave. There's a craving that runs deeper than just taste. It's something that's been brewing inside me, and now it's out in the open. Each sip fills that emptiness, but in the most unexpected, beautiful way. I thought I knew what it meant to be satisfied, but this is something else entirely. With every gulp, I can feel my mind shifting, my body reacting, and my heart racing with anticipation for the next. It's like an addiction that I don't want to stop. It's strange how something so simple can take on so much meaning. I didn't expect to become so attached, but here I am, with every sip reminding me of the power it holds over me.